Welcome back. NAPWU today held a media conference on the latest developments regarding the negotiations on civil servants' salary and other benefits for the financial year 2021-2022. To give us an update on that is the General Secretary of NAPWU, Petrus Nevonga. Very good evening to you, sir, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening. Good evening to you and good evening, everybody. The voice appears to be on very low. I think perhaps we need to adjust it.
Let's see how it goes. Now we understand that a deadlock.
Now it's quiet.
We understand that a deadlock has been reached by the government and the union. What is it exactly that the parties cannot agree upon?
The deadlock has been reached. As a tradition, we submitted our salary proposal, and that is NAPWU and NANTU as a recognized union by government jointly. And then we have been talking to one another with the aim to find an amicable solution until yesterday when we met. And the response by the government remained the same, that they are not have anything to offer. In fact, the mandate given to them by their principal is to give a 0% salary increment. That was a bit very not pleasing because historically the last time civil servants got salary increment was during the financial year 2017-2018. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, they did not get salary increments, and now we are busy with the financial year 2021-2022, but they are still insisting they only have zero to offer on our proposal.
Now, what happened?
Yeah.
So what happens now? What is the way forward in resolving this deadlock?
In terms of our recognition agreement, NAPWU with the government, there is a provision for the establishment of the fact-finding subcommittee when the deadlock has been reached, when the party is unable to reach an amicable solution. We are, of course, at that stage now. And of course, we have declared an internal dispute. When internal dispute is declared, a subcommittee, like I've mentioned, is established, and it is given 30 days to try and see whether a solution can be found on the matter. That 30 days is provided for in our recognition agreement, starts counting from today. The main negotiation team has adjourned for 30 days to allow the committee to try if they can find an amicable solution. Of course, if the solution is not found within that 30 days grace timeline, as unions, of course, we will be left with no any other option than to invoke the dispute procedure is provided for in the Labour Act.
Lastly, some people's argument is that civil servants are being unreasonable by not taking into consideration that government is already burdened by the ongoing pandemic and can't deliver on their demand. What do you say about that stance?
Maybe those who think like that, they are the one who might be unreasonable. Civil servants are reasonable. As I have mentioned earlier, they considered the situation for 3 consecutive financial years. Now, if they were not, how can they be unreasonable if they did not get salary increment for 3 consecutive financial years, and this is the 4th financial year, and the one want to reason that they are unreasonable because they are asking their employer to improve their salaries and other benefits. it's unfortunate that there are some people who think like that, but I would like to term them rather as unreasonable instead of the civil servants. Civil servants are reasonable, they are considerate, they understand the situation, they give in, but it's not right for the employer to think, or whoever thinking like that, that civil servants can just continue giving in forever for them to be seen to be reasonable. They are indeed reasonable. I think the one who think they are not reasonable is highly unreasonable instead.
Mr. Nevonga, thank you so much for your time and all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and I hope things will go well. If not, the procedure is provided for in the Act will apply.